Part of the partners and sponsors for this event is the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, GEPA. You may have heard of them for a very long time. The director project, that is for GEPA, Alexander Dajawa, is in studio to first tell us what GEPA they are into, and also the reason why they are partnering or sponsoring this exhibition and fair. Hello, sir, you're welcome.
I trust you are doing well. Yes, we are doing very well.
We are excited to actually have GEPA being part of this exhibition and fair. But if somebody is watching for the very first time, you are in charge of exporting produce and things from the country. Why the interest to support or to be part of this Ghana exhibition and fair?
All right, thank you very much for the opportunity. Now, a lot of people know Ghana Export Promotion Authority, but some also don't know us that much. For those who don't know GEPA, we are a government agency under the Ministry of Trade and Industry with the mandates to promote Ghanaian exports, made in Ghana exports. So any product at all from Ghana that meets the international market requirements qualified to be promoted by GEPA. And we've been doing this for several years. And so you asked about the interest. Yes, this is Ghana exhibition suggests that the exhibition is about made in Ghana products,
yes,
right? So everything made in Ghana. And what GEPA does is to promote everything made in Ghana. So our objectives align perfectly. And so when we were approached by not less a person than your managing director himself, Samains, it didn't take our CEO a lot of efforts to align with it. And so we have agreed to be a partner of This is Ghana exhibition for the single purpose that we want to use it also to educate the Ghanaian public a lot more about the necessity to export made in Ghana products and what it will take for any SME to do this. And we are also going to use the opportunity to scout for new companies.
Exactly.
Scout for new products.
Beautiful.
Because we cannot pretend that we are familiar with all the production of Ghanaian products going on in Ghana. And so that platform brings a lot more companies on board to explore. And so when we go there and we partner, we'll be able to spot new companies that are not registered with GEPA. We assess their products. If they meet the quality requirements, then bingo, we are in for business.
Ghana, its economy is import-driven. We import a lot of things. But we have things that we do export in this country that is actually helping the economy. Ghana Export Promotion Authority, you are into this.
No, we export also a lot. Even though we import a lot, we also export a lot. At some points, we have a balance of trade in our favor sometimes. Even though we do a lot of imports, we also do a lot of exports. So sometimes the balancing to be either negative or positive. Sometimes it's positive in favor of Ghana, which means Ghana is exporting more than it's importing. You may not believe this, but it is true. And so, yes, we are import dependent, but also we are export oriented.
Okay.
And that is the reason why we take these opportunities very seriously to discover new products that we will be able to promote to the export market. Let me just inform you that last year, 2024, the total non-traditional exports from Ghana is around $3.8 billion.
Wow.
$3.8 billion worth of Ghanaian exports, made up of myriads of products.
Like?
Cosmetics, steel products, iron products, aluminum utensils, plastic, mention it, furniture,
all from
processed
Ghana
food.
To other countries?
Yes, from Ghana, cocoa processed products, chocolates, cocoa powder, cocoa butter, cocoa cake, cashew nuts, and the list is very tall. Garments, textiles, garments, pharmaceutical products, and a lot more. And so Ghana is not, doing that badly, but we can do more.
Yes.
And as you know, government's focus is on accelerated export development, which His Excellency the President has announced. And there's a whole council that is promoting the Ghana-made brand so that we can export more and gain more foreign exchange. So for GEPA,
but
our tagline
gaining the
is,
foreign
yes,
exchange and getting more, is there sort of a plan or a target, say by 2030, by 2040, GEPA has to do this or Ghana has to achieve this?
Yes, there is a target. In actual fact, GEPA's mandate primarily is to promote non-traditional exports. Okay. In Ghana, we have two main types of exports. The traditional export, that is cocoa beans, gold, timber, and all that, which gives us roughly about $11 billion annually. Then we have the non-traditional products, that is anything else that is value added, or that is not cocoa beans, that is not gold, that is not diamond or bauxite or whatever, we promote. Okay, so for non-traditional exports, the target of Ghana currently is to achieve $10 billion worth of Ghanaian exports by the year 2029. So within the next 5 years,
we should achieve.
Yes, the target is to achieve 10 billion. As I told you, we are around 3.9 billion now. So we have the duty.
So you're looking at 6.1
deficit that we need to, cover in the next 5 years.
Wow.
And that is why this is Ghana exhibition is also very critical, because it will enable us to unearth new products that we can assist to export. So when we export more, then we generate more revenue for the country.
But looking at GEPA and what you do you think that we have conducive environment to let local businesses thrive, especially people who want to enter into made in Ghana products?
Well, we can improve on the environment. It's not too bad, and that is why we are able to achieve almost $4 billion of non-traditional export, which means that there's something good happening. But we can do more. So stability in the macroeconomic environment is very important. Utility, costs of, let's say, electricity, water, and all that is very important, because primarily we are dealing with processing firms that are doing value added, and therefore they will use a lot of energy, they will use a lot of electricity, they will use a lot of water. The cost of these things impact on the final price of the products that we are producing. So we would want the cost of utilities to be affordable for industry. And I know that the Association of Ghana Industries, which is the sector body that is promoting this, has been talking to government all the time. But recently too, we know that the situations have improved. The fact that the cedi has stabilized would mean that industry can plan, and we can have quite stable exchange rates to deal with, because we also import a lot of these inputs from abroad. So when the exchange rate is very stable, which is not increasing arbitrarily, then they can plan ahead, and then this will help them to get a lot more inputs or raw material that will go into the production of this product.
But haven't identified a particular, say, local business, somebody who is doing well, and you want to export or help the person export and all that. Share with us some of the assistance you give to these local business or this Ghanaian business, and the person is doing everything possible to get things on the market.
Okay, we provide all assistance minus financial assistance or minus giving them funds, because our money doesn't include giving them financial assistance, which they can obtain from other bodies, particularly the banks. Apart from that, everything else that we should do to help the companies to grow, we do. We provide them advisory services, we provide them market information, we provide them capacity building, we help them to grow their business, we improve on the human capacity of the companies themselves, those who are working in the company. We provide them, we help them to go to the markets. So we do a lot of trade fairs, like the one you are doing now. We do some locally also, but most of them abroad. So we take our companies to international trade fairs, and they get orders for their products. So when they get the orders, we help them to link them up with financial institutions, all the financial institutions, including also the Ghana Exim Bank, which is set up primarily to support export-oriented companies to grow. So we do a lot, you know. We do road shows, we do sensitization on why it is important to go into export business, and so forth and so on.
So does it mean that someone who comes for this exhibition as a vendor stands the chance of benefiting everything you've said from GEPA?
Exactly so, because we are going to have a GEPA booth at the event, which is going to be an information delivery booth, where anybody who is interested in getting information on the export market can come, and then we'll help the person. And then we'll register them. We will take their details. Thereafter, we would have to look at them seriously to see whether they meet the export readiness checker. That is, are they ready to export? We can even go and check their production lines to see if the products that they are producing meet the standards. How is their packaging like? You know, how is their labeling and all this? These are technical information that we can provide to them, make them ready. And if we assess them and they are export ready, we register them as exporters. Then we take them through our export school. We have a training program called the Export School, which is a 1-week intensive capacity delivery program, which covers a lot of topics: contracts, packaging, labeling, how to cost your products, international regulations. All these things are very important for anybody or the SMEs who want to go into export, because export business is not that simple. It's quite complex. Yes.
Thank you so much, Alexander Dajawa. He's a director project at GEPA, and I'm asking you this question again. What are you sitting home doing? You should be registering now and get your slot, because all the benefits he's mentioned, you'll definitely be able to get it if you are part of the This is Ghana exhibition and fair for free. And he's indicated they'll take you through the process and ensure that if you meet whatever their standards are, definitely you'll be producing locally, but you'll definitely be trading globally. Thank you so much, sir. We are grateful for your time.